Part 4 is giving meaning by fluency. If a person reads a portion of a word without blending the word together, for example, after words instead of afterwards, they're not having fluency. Well, now let's take it to the level of a sentence. A sentence usually is not fluent as just a sentence, meaning a complete thought. In fact, sentences usually have more than one thought, and those thoughts are in groups of words, mostly functional words with maybe one or two content words. And that's why this is all part of the last part of the learning exercises. It's fluency. This is very important if you care to read well. Instead of saying it, this is very important if you care to read well, I instead read it fluently, but in groups that you could underline, groups of phrases. This is very, or this is very important. That's one group. If you care to, read well. Exercises and strategies are shown in part 4 on how you could underline the New York Times or a comic book and determine how you could read it fluently. Well, why is the oral reading of it fluently important? The answer, very crucial. The answer is your brain will absorb the thought if you read the thought. Your brain otherwise will absorb the word. Important. But if you don't read it together, it is very important. You are missing the very. Now, when you get into texts that are scientific and social studies and mathematical, it's even more crucial that when you're reading the scientific explanation of a virus, that you do not read it is a very contagious virus. It's important you read it is a very contagious virus. Then the thought goes into your brain. And how does that reflect? It reflects in better understanding of what you read. So part 4 is about understanding through fluency.